Calgary Flames Freddie Hamilton reacts to their loss against the Anaheim Ducks in NHL playoff hockey action at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary, Alta, on Wednesday, April 19, 2017. Post-media file: Dougie Hamilton might have to drive himself to the rink. The Calgary Flames made a move to potentially clear their forward logjam Wednesday, exposing Freddie Hamilton on the waiver wire. The 25-year-old is the Flames' most seldom used skater, scratched for 10 of 12 dates so far this fall. But he's also Dougie's older brother, his roommate, and often the guy behind the wheel on their commute to the Saddledome. It's certainly fair to wonder how any transaction might impact the first-pairing defenseman. "We're hoping that Freddie doesn't get claimed," said Flames head coach Glenn Gulutzan after Wednesday's practice at Winsport's Mark and McPhail Center. "We're going to have roster issues once everybody is healthy, but a lot can happen from now till then. But they're independent of each other. We've really liked the way Dougie has played the last 3 games, and we don't expect it to change. And Dougie is a great pro, so I don't think it's going to be a big issue. We'll see what happens after 24 hours, see where we're at." Dougie Hamilton wasn't available to the media Wednesday, sticking with a long-standing team policy that players don't comment on waivers during the 24-hour flux period. The 24-year-old blue liner can expect to be quizzed by reporters after Thursday's morning skate at the Saddledome, where the Flames welcome Sidney Crosby, Yevgeny Malkin, and the defending Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. 7 p.m. Sportsnet West, Sportsnet 960. The Fan. Unless, of course, his brother is still seated several stalls over. There is, after all, no certainty that Freddie Hamilton, with 1 assist and a +1 rating in his 2 taps so far this season, will be a goner Thursday. If he clears waivers, he's eligible to be assigned to the American Hockey League's Stockton Heat. But since legendary right winger Jaromir Jagr isn't ready to roll just yet, the Flames don't need to immediately free up a roster spot. He's still day-to-day, Gulutzan said of Jagr, who has been stashed on injured reserve for the past 4 games with what is believed to be a sore groin. "He felt good Tuesday, and he felt pretty good Wednesday. But he's just not quite there yet. He's just not ready. One thing that does seem certain is center Mark Jankowski will stick around. At least for now." The 23-year-old Jankowski was summoned from Stockton when Jagr was injured, and although he doesn't require waivers to be demoted, Wednesday's news is a good indication that he isn't going anywhere. "Every day, you get a little more comfortable when you're coming to the rink and just around the guys in the locker room and on the ice," Jankowski said. "You feel a little more comfortable, but, at the same time, you don't want to get complacent and you don't want to lose that edge. I still have to keep that same mindset of just focus on what I can control and the rest will work itself out. If I'm playing my hardest and I'm playing well, I think the rest will work itself out." As soon as Thursday, Jankowski's ascent from long-term project to American Hockey League All-Star to ready for primetime pivot could cost Freddie Hamilton his job in Calgary. Any guy who clears waivers is eligible to be assigned to the minors, without being re-exposed to the NHL's take-it-or-leave-it bin, for a span of 10 games or 30 days. Although Freddie has been limited to just 28 appearances with the Flames dating back to the start of the 201,617 campaign, Gulutzan didn't give the impression Wednesday that this would be a case of Dougie saying goodbye to his brother and not seeing him again until summer. Unless, that is, he is claimed. "The most important thing through all of this, outside of what everybody wants to write as the storyline, is Freddie needs to play. He needs to get some game action," Gulutzan said. If the last 94 games, you only play 24 or whatever it is, that's not enough hockey at 10 minutes a night. We think he's a big part of our team. We think he was last year. We'd like him to be a bigger part, but some of that is to play. This is no different than if we have any other young player. If they're sitting too long, they need to get going and playing. Is there a business side of it because of waivers? Certainly. But the reality is, in my feeling, he needs to get some game action. With our numbers, we need to get him playing. W. Gilbertson at postmedia.com. http://www.twitter.com/Gilbertson